So most of my songs, I write them on my phone.
Okay.
Because ça me trouve toujours là où I'm not expecting to be.
Okay.
The guy that really catches me and my intention and everything was Moise Mbie. That's someone I look like whenever I listen to his song, like
you look up to him.
Yeah, I look up to him. You know, like this guy, il est trop fort. But most of my songs, there's two places I write most of my songs. Is either I'm like je suis au travail, soit je suis en train de conduire. I'm just looking like. Parfois I'm busy, but there's just something singing in my brain, singing in my mind. I'm like, oh, my song. Like example, Wa.
Okay.
Wa, that song I wrote it. I was at work. I was really busy that day, and I just said something was like, Wa, wa, wa. I was like, oh, okay. I remember when I went back home, I lost it.
Okay.
Like I lost it. I didn't remember nothing about the song. Then the next day when I went back at work, the song came back in my mind. I started singing it.
Welcome, Sam, to our show. We are glad to have you here today.
Thank you.
We know you as Sem, Nzoko Sem, but I know you as Nzoko Sem. But there are a lot of people that don't know you. So why don't you introduce yourself? Where you from? Background? Where you grew up? And all that. We want to know more about you.
Salut everybody. So my full name is Nzoko Kiasi Sem.
And feel free to speak whatever language that you like.
Nzoko Kiasi Sem, that's my full name. Mais je suis plus connu par Nzoko Sem qui est mon nom d'artiste. Et je suis congolais, mais pas de naissance.
Okay.
Je suis né au Nigeria. Je suis arrivé au Congo à l'âge de 7-8 ans. Et j'ai grandi au Congo, j'ai fait mes études secondaires au Congo et tout ça. J'ai pris mon diplôme d'état au Congo à Monseigneur Moké et j'étudie à Saint-Raphaël. Donc, bon à Saint-Raphaël, bon à Moké, shout out to you guys. Donc voilà, et arrivé au Congo à l'âge de 7 ans, j'ai grandi là-bas. Tout, la musique. J'ai vu mon père qui était musicien à l'église, chanter, aussi prédicateur, drummer. Et ça m'a vite affecté d'entrer dans ce monde, quoi.
Ok. T'as combien de sœurs, de frères?
Oh, j'ai que 2 sœurs. I have 2 siblings, my sisters Becky and Divine. I'm the only boy for mom. It's not easy, but
yeah. When did you? The question for you is, we know that you sing gospel songs. I've heard your song myself, and all of them are a gospel song. Why did you choose to sing gospel song? And you mentioned earlier when you introduced yourself that your dad used to be a singer himself. Did he sing gospel songs? When did you?
Yes. My dad used to sing gospel songs at church. It was a sing church, the leader of the group, church back in Nigeria and Congo. What affected me, I didn't really choose gospel. You know, I was just a normal singer. For me, I was just a normal singer. I was just singing, but I received a call from God. God really wanted me to sing gospel because I was a little bit confused at the beginning what to do, but I had that dream. After like a short prayer, I had that dream at night. I was sleeping, I had that dream that I was singing in front of people that were praising God more than dancing. Like what I was thinking, they were praising God and worshiping God. And when I woke up, I was like, okay, this is the way God wants me to go.
So that's when you first recognized that your calling was to sing, but not just to sing any song, but to sing for God, gospel song.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you see yourself ever singing any different kind of songs that are gospel? Did you ever attempted to go and sing other?
Yes. One story, my first ever song was in gospel.
Okay. Wow. You want to know more about that?
Yeah, my first ever song wasn't gospel. People went to the same college over here in the US, Tumwa, Indian Hills, like David, Clement. Yeah, Clement the Beat, who's my beat maker right now, Christian, shout out to him. So they know I wasn't making, my first ever song was in gospel. It was a love song. Call it Second Chance.
Okay.
Yeah. After that, I think when I made that song,
is it on YouTube? Is that song
no,
on YouTube?
It's never I never released that song.
Okay.
I just sang it. It was on an event that we had at school. It was like a mini concert.
Okay.
I sang it. Everybody was like, "Wow!" Even my teacher, like, "How did you write this song?" Like, did someone broke your heart? It was nobody broke my heart. Nobody. It's just I wanted to write something to put myself in the situation and write something and Yeah, that was my first ever song, and after that, I was like, that got me a little bit confused. I was like, oh, I read this one, people like it. Like, do I go or not?
Yeah.
Then I was like, no, I'm staying over here in gospel.
Okay.
This was just it's more inspiration that came, and yeah.
Okay.
And my first gospel song was if I'm not forgetting, was a freestyle.
Okay.
It was a freestyle. That's when I started, because in Instagram I was doing first covers.
Okay.
I was singing other people's songs like Lo Lombo,
Okay.
Lombongo, like every
Gospel, Congolese song. Okay.
Yes, I was doing it. Then my first ever song by myself was a freestyle. I named it just Freestyle One.
Okay.
It wasn't easy. That was my first time starting to write gospel and stuff. Yeah, it wasn't that easy then.
Okay.
That was my first one, and then after that I just went freestyle. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. I think singing it's a very great career, and it's a very great way to go and know yourself, and just with God as a Christian person. Most people connect with music. So the next question that I have for you is, who inspires you and the gospel? Because you mentioned that you did at some point wanted to go to sing wordless song, but God had promised you to sing for Him. Who inspires you when you're a kid? Who's the one gospel singer that inspires you to sing?
Okay, so growing up, we used to listen to beaucoup de musicians like Matou Samuel, José Nzita, but the guy that really catches me and my intention and everything was Moïse Mbie. That's someone I look like whenever I listen to his song, like
you look up to him.
Yeah, I look up to him. You know, like, this guy, il est trop fort. At that time I was growing up. Even in Congo, people, they know I was always singing. J'ai chanté toujours la chanson de Moïse Mbie. Moïse Mbie. C'est ça qui m'a inspiré aussi, qui m'a donné l'envie d'apprendre le piano.
Ok. Tu joues aussi le piano?
Ouais, je joue le piano, donc c'est ça qui m'a inspiré qui m'a poussé à apprendre le piano. Comme ça, j'ai dit, ça fait bien, tu joues le piano, tu chantes en même temps, like Moïse Mbie et tout ça. Donc, c'est vraiment lui. À part lui, il y a Mike Alamba, il y a beaucoup d'artistes, mais Moïse Mbie, c'est vraiment top.
C'est votre
top
inspiration. Ok, c'est bon. Moïse Mbie being your inspiration. I don't know about Moïse Mbie. I don't know when he writes his songs, but when do you write your songs? Because for some people, I was listening to an artist. He's not a gospel artist, but they ask him, when you write your song, when the inspiration comes from, where are you at that moment? You did mention in the beginning that you usually in your room after prayer and stuff like that. But what time of the day? When do you get ready to write a song? Do you have a paper there ready to write the lyrics? Explain to us.
So most of my songs, I write them on my phone.
Okay.
Because ça me trouve toujours là où I'm not expecting to be.
Okay.
At work,
that's
anywhere,
God. That's God.
In the car, like anywhere. But most of my songs, there's two places I write most of my songs. Is either I'm like je suis au travail, soit je suis en train de conduire. I'm just looking like. Parfois I'm busy, but there's just something singing in my brain, singing in my mind. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's really where I wrote my song. Like example, Wow,
okay.
Wow, that song I wrote it. I was at work. I was really busy that day, and I just said something was like, wow. I was like, oh, okay. I remember when I went back home, I lost it.
Okay.
Like, I lost it. I didn't remember nothing about the song. Then the next day when I went back at work, the song came back in my mind. I started singing it. I don't really have a specific place that I write my song. It just comes anywhere that God want me want to inspire me and write something. I just go with it.
Parlons un peu de Wa. Is it for a love song that you, because I know now these days musicians, you know, they try to they write songs now. It is for God, but there's nothing wrong for singing for a woman, you know, instead of us going and listening to a worldly song like Fali Pupa, Ferigola, all those people that write all the songs. And you know, over here in America we have John Legend. He writes he writes a gospel, not gospel song, song for love for
Love,
the
yeah.
woman. Was that song inspired for God or mostly for?
No,
Okay.
I get that question every time, but
Okay.
that song wasn't inspired for a woman. Nah, not at all. That wasn't that. That song was actually inspired. I was going through times because if you listen to the word of that song, as I say, Yahweh mwana na yo na bunga kitala na zongindelelo. So it had some points in my life. As a Christian, we get lost sometimes. You know, we overthink stuff, and we sometimes we tell ourselves,
Yeah.
You know, we sometimes go through that moment, and it was at that moment, I'm not gonna lie, I was about to drop music. I was really about to drop everything. I was like, God, I'm doing this for you. Like, je me dédie là, mais I'm not seeing clear. I'm not seeing clear. Things are not going the way I was thinking things would go. That's why,
Okay.
you know, even things is not going the way you want to, stick with God.
Okay.
God knows, you know,
Amen.
God knows, God knows. And I was really about to drop. I was talking to my friend like, you know what, guys, I'm about to drop. I'm not seeing clear with this and stuff.
Okay.
And that's where Wa came, and God was like,
Okay.
oh, so you wanna drop? Okay, I'm giving you this.
Okay.
Yeah, you know. And
Okay.
that's when Wa came, and after we did Wa, after I did like a freestyle. I posted it on, as I always post on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and when everybody liked it, and one of the managers, Salem, that he lives here in the US in Kentucky. He told me, Sam, I like this song. Do you want to work on it, like make it like a real song? At first, I wasn't really.
He wasn't feeling it.
Come on, like French people say, j'étais pas chaud. Quoi.
Okay,
J'étais
okay.
pas chaud. So I was like, nah, I don't really know. Then I was like, you know what? Let's try.
Let's try. Okay.
Let's try to give it a try and see how it's gonna go. And
Okay.
we gave it a try. It was really a lot to work with the girl that I work, Karen Jimba, who lives in Belgium.
Okay, wow.
You know, Belgium, USA, different times, and
Yes,
we had to make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff. It was a lot, and at the end, when we finished it, I remember we did a reunion to decide, okay, the song, because we always do that. Okay, in the song, how do you want it to go?
What can we add? Or
What do we add?
Yeah.
And stuff. I was like, for me, I think everything is good. We can release it. I don't really care about the views or whatever. Just release the song.
Yeah.
And that time it was getting a lot of like trend on TikTok.
Okay,
Everybody
yeah.
was making video. I was like, let's just release it and see how it goes. You know.
Okay.
Let's not. And after releasing, it just like blew up.
Great. Is that your top song right now that has the most views? And okay, would you say from that song that's when most people knew you?
Yeah, I think people started knowing me from Dieu Fidèle.
Dieu Fidèle.
Dieu Fidèle. I did the first song was with Melchi. My first ever song that I released was Amour with Melchi Kebo. You know, at that time we were still trying. You know, we're not good writers. We were still trying, and that was my first song. Second song was Dans le Destin. But Dieu Fidèle was the song that everything started like going level by level, and Wa was just for now. Wa it's in another level.
That's another level.
Yeah, that's another level.
Okay, great. Do you now? For the look of things, watching your listening to your songs, you don't have a specific style, because I know. Some singers they like to focus in love. They focus in rappers, for example. They focus on rap. They don't focus in other kind of song like R&B. They don't focus in, I don't know, all the other styles. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. Do you see yourself going a little bit off to try new things, singing in English? You don't have, for now, you don't have any songs in English.
I have one song, it's mixed French and English.
Okay.
I Got Your Back, but it's not released yet. People know it. People that always followed me on Instagram, they know that song. They love that song, but I never released it. Maybe one day, maybe 1 year. Okay. I'll decide to release the song.
Okay. Is it like a romantic song?
Yeah, no, it's
what kind of style is it?
It's a style. The song says, "Il m'a dit, I got your back. Don't worry about anything."
Okay.
You know, it's just a song to tell someone, whenever you're going through, God is there. God got your back. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's great. That's great, Sam. Yeah. We getting ready to wrap up. What do you have? What is something that you can tell the world? Who do you want to be known as? We know you as Sem NK, which the NK stands for your last name, right? Exactly. That's what
NK stands for my last name and my middle name.
Your middle name,
Like
okay.
the middle name, the K comes from Kiasi, which is my middle name,
Cool.
and N, Nzoko, like my last name.
Wow, very creative. Most artists are very creative.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can see that from you.
Yeah, the person that gave me that name, I was 16 years old when I got that name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you know by then that you by 16 you mentioned that you first was called, or your very first calling when you were 14, 15?
Yeah.
Is that when that name came from?
Oh, that name came was not really serious. It was just fun with friends.
Okay.
It was just a fun thing. We were sitting outside. That was in Congo. We were just sitting, giving each other nicknames and stuff. They used to give me a lot of names. I won't say it, but there was a lot of names. But that one just catches my feeling, like NK Sem. I'm like, oh.
NK Sem. I love the name. I love that game. The name. I can say myself, man, I love your songs. I love your songs. They're very, the lyrics on your songs are very personal. That's what I like about them, and I'm sure everybody around the world, as they getting to know you, they will definitely love your songs and love the message that you have behind your songs. Do you have any message to give to everybody that's watching you, everybody that don't know you? By watching this, they will get to know you, and yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really have a lot of message. The only message is to tell you guys, Jesus Christ is Lord, Jesus saves us, and the music that we're doing, we're not doing it for the fame or whatever. We're doing it for God. I'm not a musician, Christian. I'm a Christian first before being a musician. I'm a Christian before being a musician. Today, music can stop, but I'm still gonna serve God day by day by day by day until I die. So, guys, serve God, stick with God. You know, God knows the plan that He has for you. Don't go left and right. Stay there. And for music, bientôt, très bientôt, très bientôt, il y aura de nouvelles chansons. Like the one I just posted on my Instagram story. Il y a beaucoup de gens qui commencent à me demander, ouais, ça sort quand? It's a rumba too. It's a rumba, you know. So those days I'm getting inspired in rumba. I don't know why. Yeah,
like why? It's gonna be big. Like why?
We never know. And that one, maybe, you guys know I don't really say the dates, it's just gonna happen. So, you guys, restons branchés et voyons la suite.
Okay. Any upcoming, I know we're in the middle of the year. Do you have any great gathering? I know you just did a concert back in your city.
Yeah.
I was there myself. It was a great time. Do you have anything coming up for people to join? And
oh yeah. For now, the only thing that we have is a Tour de Son Trône.
Okay.
Or Tour de Son Trône. I want people to be there. I don't really know the dates yet, but we're still thinking of the dates. But when the date will be there, we'll post it, and everybody is invited to come praise, worship. It's a good time. It's gonna be really a good time. And people that knows me come over there. We're gonna meet up and take pictures and stuff after that, you know. Yeah.
Great. Where can people find you? Where can people find you? Instagram, on Facebook, your name, and just...
Yes, people, you can find me everywhere, same name, everywhere, NK Sem, NK Sem for French people, NK Sem. Sem, it's S-E-M, not S-A-M, but S-E-M, S-E-M. Donc partout dans les réseaux sociaux, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, même voilà partout, même nom, voilà in each of them.
Okay. Any shout out to anyone, to your family members, supporters? I know that's very important for people that will be watching you.
Yeah, shout out to all my fans. Like shout out to you. Shout out to my beat maker Clem on the beat. Shout out to Jire, the one that's asking me questions right now. She can all souffle. Yeah, he's the one asking me the questions. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to like Salem. Shout out to Maombi Music, the label that work with me and with Wa and other songs. Shout out to them. Shout out to Karen Jemba. Shout out to you, and I don't know, my mom, my dad, my sisters, everybody. I don't want to forget everybody, but I have no choice, not souffrir.
All right, Sam. Well, it was nice hanging out with you for this little moments. Thank you for letting us for giving us the opportunity to get to know you.
Thank you.
Our goal is to get you out there and support you so you can become, why not, if God wants you to become a famous gospel singer of God like others that we have already. And we just our prayer to you is that God keeps giving you inspiration and new songs so He can continue blessing us.
Voilà, as they say in French, que la volonté de Dieu soit faite.
I bet. All right. Well, thank you for sticking around.
Thank you everybody. See ya.